Going to tell a few stories about jobs. I remember telling you about when I was 14. I went looking for work and I found work, and then I was laid off because of the cold. I got in a garage and I went in the army and came out. And this is a story when I came out of one job and walked into another one, which was, of course, the hospital, the Rainhill. And I got a job there because Joyce's dad was a porter there, and he worked in the kitchens, and I got a job with him there. He got me on there. And the thing was that we met this bloke who was the sports, he like kind of looking after the sports for the inmates, so young lads and young men who could play a bit of football, rugby or whatever. And we used to get teams and play other teams in that particular league. And I was quite a fit young fella, so he said, I believe you could play a bit of football. I said, I'll do anything. He said, well, let's have a look. Well, we had a little trial. And he said, you do. And picked a game against, we was in Rainhill Hospital. And the crowd, of course, were all patients, men and women. And he would shout like, if he was no good, he'd shout he was no good, but he used very distinctive words to tell you how good he thought he were. And it wasn't very good what he was shouting, but he'd entertain them on a Saturday afternoon. And it entertained me because when I finished there, I could go home. And I finished at 4:15. I was home for 5 o'clock. Done and dusted and getting paid. Good job, this. And I did that for a number of years, really, before I decided that although Rainhill was all right, it wasn't for me. Because my mother said to Joyce, I wish you'd get him onto that hospital place. Your dad works there. He said, no. She said, I wish you'd get him out because he's twitching all the time. I said, is it true he's twitching? So he's looking for somebody behind him. And I said, no, I'm not twitching. I looked at her. I said, you do, you're twitching all the time. I said, am I twitching all the time? I said, yeah. And Joyce said, yeah, I noticed that. Thanks, love. Anyway, twitch no longer. I packed it in. And I went in Portugal Labour Club. And it was on a Monday night. And he played bingo. And we played cards in the corner. And when we went to this day, I met an old friend of mine from school, Austin Johnson. And he said, I believe you're looking for me. I said, aye. I said, I'm working at the hospital. I said, well, it's getting me down a bit. He said, oh, no wonder, yeah. What, do you want me to get your form? I said, aye, can you get us a form? He said, they're asking for them, by the way. Warehouse, so I said, okay. He said, I'll get your form. I said, right. So we'll get the form and I tell him my life story up to now. And he must have been impressed because they asked me to come for an interview. And I did, and it was 1954, I think it was, that I went for this interview. And I started work for 43 years. I worked there at Beecham's. And it was that chance meeting with Austin, that I got on, and Ozzy was a foreman at the time. Well, not straight away, but a bit later on when we'd been there a bit, like. And I followed him. I got a job like that. I was made up to a foreman shortly after. We had some good times together now. I'm not telling you what they were, but they were nice. But it was all fit in our house anyway, nobody bothered. Next door we had about 6 kids. And he used to say, he's got a bad cough. I said, won't it better up? There's a box of vinos under there. Take a couple of bottles of that. And he would, and he came very fit.
Was this all medicine you got from the staff shop at Beach?
Oh, of course, it was a staff shop, yeah, definite staff shop.